Peace and blessings, family. This is D Rhodes. We're gonna talk on the D Rhodes show. We're gonna talk about what's going on, man. So the first thing we're gonna touch in is the Joy Taylor situation. Fox Sports, Skip Bayless. You know them folks over there, man. And this is a crazy situation. And so, with Joy Taylor, she got sued along with Fox Sports, Skip Bayless, and Charlie Dixon, to name a few of the people in the lawsuit by Faraji. So Faraji was, she worked with Skip Bayless, apparently, and they throw their parties and stuff like that, and so she attended a party, and she said that, she alleges that Skip Bayless had touched her at the party. He was trying to get at her, holler at her. And so she says she not with it. She not with it. She's not going. You know what I'm saying? And Skip Bayless, she said, he was throwing the game at her, like, yo, listen, yeah, don't your pops got 3, 4, wives? And she's saying to him in response to she's saying to him, like, aren't you married? Trying to throw her coach at her and things like that. And then Skip Bayless was on something like, yo, listen, man, I could change your life. I'll throw that 1.5 million at you. That's some expensive, but he said I could throw that 1.5 at you. And Skip Bayless network, and we know this number may not be accurate, but his network is 17 million. So he's trying to throw 1.5. Like, yo, I guess he believed that he could do something else with that 15.5. But he told her he could change her life with that. Apparently, that's allegedly. And so after that situation, Faraji spoke to. She said that she was telling people what's going on, like Joy Teller, and then Joy Teller, started throwing insults at her. That's a part of the lawsuit, throwing insults and on a professional level, and then making jokes about her accent, her English accent, being that she wasn't raised here in the United States. And when she also made the claim of what happened with Skip Bayless and some of the top people in Fox Sports, Joy Teller, she says that Joy Teller told her to get over it. Now, listen, we know that situations like this is not uncommon because they wouldn't have placed laws and protection for situations like these. Now, I do believe that it is way more common than what is said. And to me, I'm not going to take any sides on the situation. I'm not going to say it. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just going to wait for the information, the evidence to come out about this case. But it is very interesting. And so, for more information on it is like Teller also, when Faraji approached Teller about their interaction with Charlie Dixon, one of the top executives, and his misconduct with her. Teller, Faraji alleges that Teller told her that she would report him once he was no longer useful to her. Yo, fellas, whether this is true or not, fellas, in a position of power, gotta be careful out there. Gotta be careful knowing what kind of woman you dealing with, right? And knowing what kind of arrangement or whatever you may have going on with her and things like that. Because not only is he putting himself at jeopardy, he's putting everybody around him in jeopardy. He's putting his company at jeopardy and things like that. And so you got to be very careful. And it seems like not at all does this woman care about him, even if they seemingly have an arrangement, an agreed arrangement. You know, um, again, going into the other thing, what I was saying was that I believe that this is way more common. You know, and with me saying it's way more common than it's shown, it's not to say that this woman is telling the truth or not. I don't know. And again, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until more information comes out. Um, but it is way more common. It is way more common. I think men experience it as well as women. Men may get approached by women that's in a position of power, and they use their power. And the thing about it, a man may feel uncomfortable with reporting stuff like this because they're going to be ridiculed. They're not going to be looked at the same way of declining or reporting something like this as a woman would. Women would more likely, I'm not saying this is always the case, but women would more likely be looked at upon as a victim in these situations. Whereas a man may, in his mind, think like to himself, like, okay, he's denying a power. Like, hold on, this woman, she's offering you the P as in her vagina, and she's offering you the P as in power. And so you're gonna deny that? You're gonna deny that and you're gonna report her? Like that the man might be looked at as the work snitch. He might not get that same treatment that the woman may be, where sometimes in situations like this we hear where women, they get like either a big lump sum or they get promotions in their company due to allegations like these. A man may not get those same benefits. People might look at him like, yo, he the work snitch. He might get labels on him, on his name, that may not be actually true, and it's all because he doesn't want to to bed a woman that's in a position of power. And it is very common. It is very common that people are utilizing their power to sleep with people, and people are utilizing their physical assets to advance in their careers. And so I think this is why these laws are in place for protection from situations like that. Now, the question is, a question that I have is, would this be considered, would Joy Teller allegations are, would that be considered a form of sex work, right? Because if, and it's not saying this is Joy Teller. This is not saying this is Joy Teller. This is if somebody was to move how Joy Teller is moving, right? They are exchanging their body, right, to advance, to gain monetary gain and to gain power. There's some kind of gain here. And so they're utilizing their body. They're not looking for a long-term relationship. They're looking to, that person is looking to advance in their career for more money, right? And so that to me can look like a form of sex work. So question people like, is that, could that be labeled in these laws? Would that be viewed? Do we view that as illegal? Where's the guideline for these things? In the workplace, is somebody utilizing their body to advance in a form like this, right? And so that's up for a topic of discussion. Y'all let me know in the comment section. How do y'all view this situation? Now we're gonna jump over to the Lakers, right? My Lakers done lost last night. And they lost to a team that we should have beat. The Mavericks without Kyrie Irving, and Luka Doncic. Like, we got LeBron on the court, we got AD on the court. The Lakers, to me, should right now be the second or third seed. We are losing games that we should be winning. We should be up there. Now, I'm not saying like, okay, right now, as we are currently constructed as a team, that we should be a championship contending team, but we should definitely be in, like, we should be higher in the standings. We are losing games that we should be winning. And so I know this has to be frustrating for LeBron. This has to be frustrating for AD. It has to be frustrating for everybody on the team. But they got to lock in. I understand, like, as a former basketball player, where it's like you see that team on the other side, you see they don't have their top players, you might get laxed. You might get laxed instead of coming in and trying to step on throats and like, yo, let's get the bench in. That's how they should have approached that game. Yo, let's step on these dudes' throat and get the bench in so they could get they numbers, they stats. So they could showcase and we could see who we could add to this rotation. But, they kept them in the game. It was a close game early on in that first half. And then end up just getting smacked. Like, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. A loss like that is unacceptable. Especially what we have for the expectation of the Lakers team. And then, y'all got LeBron on the back end of his career. Yo, players step up. This is your time to shine. Show yourselves, showcase yourselves, man. And it don't always have to be offensively. Yo, go get a stop. Go get an offensive rebound. Show that you a hustle player. And things like that. Like, it's just really frustrating for me as a Lakers fan to see losses like this. Y'all, let me know if y'all think the Lakers is going to be able to get it together. And I ain't talking about, go and get a championship. I'm talking about winning games they supposed to win. Do y'all think they going to get it together? And if not, what do y'all think they need to do? What kind of pieces they need to move to get it together? Let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share with your family, your friends. And let me know what topics y'all want me to talk on. Peace, family.